Ever wondered about the story of the crucifixion? Let's dive into one of history's most significant events in the next 3 minutes. Crucifixion was a brutal form of punishment used by the Roman Empire, designed to be slow, painful, and public. It was reserved for slaves, rebels, and the lowest criminals, intended as a powerful deterrent. So, how did Jesus, a figure revered for his teachings of love and peace, end up in this situation? The story begins in Jerusalem during the festival of Passover. Religious leaders, feeling threatened by Jesus' growing influence and his claims of divinity, conspired against him. They saw his teachings as a challenge to their authority. After the Last Supper with his disciples, Jesus went to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. It was there that he was betrayed by one of his own, Judas Iscariot, and arrested by temple guards. Jesus was then subjected to a series of trials, first before the Jewish high court, the Sanhedrin, and then before the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate. The religious leaders accused him of blasphemy for calling himself the Son of God. Pilate, on the other hand, couldn't find a legitimate political charge against him. However, under immense pressure from the crowd, which was stirred up by the chief priests, Pilate reluctantly condemned Jesus to death. He famously washed his hands, symbolizing that he was not taking responsibility for the decision. Before the crucifixion, Jesus was scourged, a vicious whipping that caused severe injury. He was mocked by Roman soldiers, who placed a crown of thorns on his head and a purple robe on his shoulders, sarcastically calling him King of the Jews. He was then forced to carry his own cross through the streets of Jerusalem to a place called Golgotha, meaning the place of the skull. At Golgotha, he was nailed to the cross between two criminals. According to the Gospels, he hung there for about 6 hours. During this time, he spoke several memorable phrases, including, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." At about 3 p.m, he cried out, "It is finished," and breathed his last. The Gospels record that at that moment the sky darkened, an earthquake shook the land, and the temple curtain tore in two. For Christians, the crucifixion isn't just a historical event. It's the cornerstone of their faith. They believe Jesus' death was a sacrifice, an act of ultimate love to atone for the sins of humanity. His death and subsequent resurrection 3 days later symbolize victory over sin and death, offering hope for forgiveness and eternal life. It's a powerful story of sacrifice, love, and redemption that has shaped the world for 2 millennia. Thanks for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content.